15 years ago, a cardiologist and a nutrition expert wrote a book called The Great Cholesterol Myth. Created quite a stir in the medical community with a message indicating that watching cholesterol wasn't that important. As Circle of Health reporter Lori Corbin shows us, things have changed since then.
Nutrition expert Dr. Johnny Bowden says cholesterol matters, but not in the way most of us think.
What we now know about cholesterol, and have known for 20 years now, is that there's 13 types of cholesterol, not 2. And putting it into 2 big categories is like putting people into 2 categories of short and tall.
Bowden says the main issue, oversimplifying cholesterol numbers to just good and bad, while overlooking other telling numbers.
Sugar is the enemy, not cholesterol.
These doctors are calling for modernization. Bring the cholesterol test up to current standards and take a look at markers that are much more predictable of heart disease, such as insulin resistance.
Cardiologist Dr. Sinatra explains.
Sugar is transported or transferred into triglyceride. And the higher the triglyceride, the more inflammatory risk you have for coronary artery disease.
Both doctors say it's our diet, high in processed foods, that translate to sugar, making that the biggest challenge. They contend almost a third of adults in the U.S. are pre-diabetic or diabetic.
This is what the message of the book is and why I think it's so important that people understand it. Pre-diabetes is diabetes. It's a continuum. It's not a digital on and off. So pre-diabetes becomes diabetes, and guess what diabetes becomes? Heart disease. High cholesterol and high blood sugar show up much later down the road. Insulin resistance shows up 10 years early. And if people would test for that and look at that, they could see this.
Everyone's different. Experts say we can all benefit from cutting down on processed food and getting in more movement, even something as simple as walking. And talk to your doctor about insulin resistance, not just cholesterol, the next time your annual physical comes about. Lori Corbin, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.